Jingle Storm. Chapter 13. Losing Way. Jacob reaches Christian and says, Christian, Christian, are you okay? His hands glow and he puts them on her. Her entire body glows. Her eyes slowly open and she says, What happened? Jacob says, I kicked you way too hard. Jacob says, Ah! Christian says, Don't you ever do that again! Jacob rubs his cheek and says, I'm sorry. Ow! Aaron Dash runs up and says, Thunderstorm! Luna has woken up. Jacob says, Mother? In the safe house, Jacob runs into her room and up to Luna's bed. She smiles up at him. Jacob says, Mother, how are you? She says, Fine. I'm healing. Don't worry, my son. Jacob says, I'm so sorry, Mother. If I was stronger and more powerful, I could have protected you. Luna says, Don't blame yourself for what evil does. You were good, my son. You did your best. Please don't blame yourself. Jacob says, I'll kill him, Mother. I promise you. Luna says, My son, don't let anger and vengeance consume you. Stay as you are, pure and kind. I love you as you are, my son. Please don't change. Jacob says, Mother. Tears go down Jacob's cheeks and he says, I won't, Mother. I promise. Luna smiles and says, Thank you, my son. Jacob hugs her and says, I love you too, Mother. I promise. I'll keep you safe from now on. Luna says, I'm always safe with you, my son. No matter what happens, I am safe. Jacob walks out of the room. Satya steps in front of him and says, You're going to get revenge, aren't you? I can see it in your eyes. Jacob says, I love her too much to just let Zeraday get away with what he did to her. Satya says, Just be careful. You're all she has, and if you die, then her world will crumble down. Jacob says, I won't die. I promise you both, and I promise myself. He walks away. Celestia watches him, then walks into Luna's room, and Jacob walks towards the exit of the safe house. The memories of his defeats by Zeraday and Luna being attacked go through his head. Jacob says, Mother, I promise you, I will come back, and I will make him pay. Give me your strength. Together we will defeat him. He exits the safe house. Renda says, Are you okay? Jacob says, I'm fine. I must continue to train and push myself harder. Michael, Christian, David, Scootaloo, I want all four of you. Let's go. They all look at him in shock, then follow him. Twilight says, Be careful, my brother. Jacob looks back at her and smiles and waves at her, then looks forward and keeps walking. Twilight says, You don't fool me, brother, with that fake smile and wave. You're so full of rage and hate right now. I feared that we are going to lose you. Please, brother, don't lose yourself. Please. Flashback. Teenage Thunderstorm says, Ha ha! Come on, Twilight! We're going to be late! Ha ha! Run faster! Twilight says, I'm trying. They run into each other. Twilight giggles and says, Stop it! Thunderstorm says, Come on, let's get you to school. You've never been late. Twilight says, Okay. Thunderstorm says, You're a sister to me, Twilight. Twilight says, And you're a brother to me. Thunderstorm says, I love you, sis. Twilight says, I love you too, bro. Flashback ends. Twilight says, Please don't go, brother. Please. Firefly walks up and puts his hand on Twilight's shoulder and says, Don't worry, Twilight. He won't lose himself. He always finds the light. Even when he loses it, it always comes back to him. He'll be okay. Twilight says, I hope you're right. Firefly smiles and says, I know I'm right. Thunder is my bro. I know how strong and good he is. He'll never abandon us. Twilight says, How do you keep so much faith in him? Firefly says, Simple. He never loses faith in me, so I never lose faith in him. Where Jacob and the others are. Jacob stands in the middle of where they are. The others stand around him. Jacob looks at them all, and says, "Don't hold back one bit, and I won't be either, and I promise you, if you hold back, you'll die." All their eyes go wide. Jacob's eyes take an insane look. Miles says, "Now just hold on, Jacob. That's going way too far." David says, "Oh shit." He backs away. The girl shakes. Schuyler says, "Daddy?" Jacob says, the storm roars. Michael says, "Shit." His body, soul armor, appears on him. Jacob punches and kicks him. With each blow, a shockwave goes out and the ground cracks. The ground eventually collapses from all the blows. Michael says, "Ah!" Blood comes out of his mouth. Jacob continues to hit him around like he's a rag doll. David says, "Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here." The girl says, "Me too." Skula says, "Cowards. Y'all definitely aren't storms." She runs at Jacob, her armor out. Jacob sends his knee into her stomach. She says, "Ah!" Blood comes out of her mouth. A shockwave goes out from the blow, and the ground collapses even more from it. David says, "Whoa." The girl gulps and says, "I am so out of here." End of chapter 13. I hope it's not getting annoying or not that I basically say the same thing at the end of each video. Just want to show how grateful I am for all of you who listen to the story, especially the ones who have listened to it from part 1 all the way up to this point. I cannot be more grateful for you listening to my story and giving it views. Thank you so very much. And I wish I could do like other YouTubers and do something special to show how thankful I am, but I don't have their kind of resources to, or in other words, technology. Anyway, thank you so very much. I cannot express how grateful I am for you listening to my stories, and thank you for coming back and listening. And but my serving is annoying. I wish I could control it. I try to. I really do. Sorry about it. And anyway, thanks again, and see you next time.